reason why I have both of these together is because when you get your card, and the examiner will give you actually a booklet, okay? In part 2, the topic in part 2 is going to be the same thing that we are going to talk about in part 3. Okay? So what that means is the first thing you need to do is figure out your topic, because that's what you're going to talk about for the remainder of the speaking examination. So if you get a card on sports, you're going to forget about cooking, you're going to forget about shopping, you're going to forget about space aliens, sea monsters, things like that, and focus only on the topic and everything you know about that topic. Okay? Now, a lot of these questions are somewhat similar to the part 1, except things like environment and technology, accommodation, maybe even employment. Okay? These are a little bit more in-depth topics. All right? Now, this is an example card for part 2. Okay? In part 2, they will give you 1 minute to prepare, and they'll give you a free piece of paper and pencil. You get free stuff in IELTS. Okay? Then they give you 1 minute to prepare, and you can take notes. Right? Now your notes should be very direct, no more than 3 words per each of these topics. Okay? Then, as I said before, you must speak for 2 minutes. Nothing shorter. As a matter of fact, you should speak until the examiner says, thank you. Non-stop talking. Fill that whole 2 minutes in with answering these questions. Okay? If you fall a little short, stay on the topic, talk a little bit more about the topic. Okay, so this one is describe a toy you enjoyed when you were a child. Okay? Now, can everybody remember their childhood?
Yeah.
Can everybody remember a toy? Bicycle?
No.
No? Okay. All right. So, this is a topic everybody can talk about. All right? Now, each of these 3, the first 3 questions, what did the toy look like? Who gave you the toy? Where did you enjoy playing with it the most? You should spend about 10 seconds talking about that, all right? The longest you're going to talk about is explain why. Okay, you should have 3 reasons which you're going to fully explain your reasons why you like that toy, okay? Now, this shouldn't be too bad because, well, it's something that, you know, is very intimate to you. It's your favorite toy, okay? Maybe it's a teddy bear that you slept with. Maybe it's a fire truck. Mine's a red fire truck, as a matter of fact, okay? All right, then we will go to part 3. Okay? Now, if you remember, it's going to be the same topic. However, these are going to be a little bit more intellectual questions about the topic. Okay, so first of all, what are the differences with toys today and 50 years ago? Okay? This question wants you to draw a comparison, okay, with toys today and 50 years ago. What's the first thing that comes to your mind about the difference? Nowadays, everything is digital. How about 50 years ago? Wooden, exactly, good. So you got digital, you got wooden, and you can compare and contrast that, right? Second one, do you think too much emphasis is placed on selling toys as opposed to educational material for children? This is about your opinion about that, okay? So, do you think, yeah, well, children are playing too many computer games while they're becoming less and less intelligent because there's no educational materials in their household. All right? By this I mean that parents would gladly go out and buy a PlayStation, but not a book explaining nuclear theory. It's a joke. Okay. All right. Next one. What benefits can toys bring for children? Talking about the good things about toys. Are there any drawbacks? Obviously, this question is about advantages and disadvantages. Right? So the good things, well, the children are occupied. Bad things, it's hard to get them away from the toys. Something like that. What solutions can you suggest to improve the safety of our toys? Obviously, they want a solution here. Right? How to make toys more safe for children. Now, you're going to be talking about this maybe 30 seconds, maybe 45 seconds. Okay? So you're going to have to give a direct answer, right? And some logical reasons why, and probably an example too. If you can put in a nice little conclusion that goes back to your direct answer. Okay? So basically that is part 2 and part 3. Any questions?